Good morning. It's Tuesday, 8:30. What's that? Anyway, um, time for tea and wild thoughts. It's your girl, the beauty influencer, also known as Just Joy. Good morning. Good morning. And we are here for 30 minutes of tea. Good morning, Miss Miracle. With me and these wild thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Good morning. I'm feeling some type of way this morning. I'm feeling some type of way. This is starting to get to me a little bit. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. I am going to try to put a positive spin on it, as I always do. But yeah, I am missing some things. I am missing simple things. And that is the theme of the conversation this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get the vibe right. And I want to hear what y'all are missing. I want to hear good morning. Good morning. I want to hear how you guys are feeling too. You know, because there is not one freaking person in the world at this point who is not being affected by this. And it's getting a little wild. It's getting wild. It's getting wild. Well, it's been wild, but even for one such as me who is really, you know, just tries to be really tuned into the positive thing. Good morning, love. So the positive thinking, to higher thinking, all that good stuff. You know, it's a bitch. So drinking my steamed nettle, you know, things are also getting a little boring because, and as you can see, I don't have my glasses on today. Like, just trying to shift this a little bit, do something a little different. I'm drinking my stinging nettle this morning. It's good for you. It doesn't even have my freaking lemon in it because I haven't been to the store. Missing that. So gonna plug a couple things from the self-care store really quickly. Chakra spray. As you can see, my skin is feeling a little dry this morning, so you can even, this is all natural. Place it all over the face. Orange blossom water, lemongrass, sweet orange oil. You got your 7 chakra stones in here to keep your vibes right, uplift the spirits. We've also got body butter from the self-care store. Comes in, I think, 5 different varieties. All natural essential oils. I try to use things that will genuinely shift the mood and are healthy for you on the outside and the inside. I also have my gua sha tools. They have been added to the website. And I've got lives on YouTube and all that good stuff. Link in my bio. So, gonna get to the conversation. Yeah. So, good morning. I am a person who enjoys my own company. I enjoy being at home. But yeah, like, I think just the sheer option, you know, having the option taken off the plate. Yesterday, it really started hitting me that I was really starting to feel some type of way about my freedom. Feeling compromised, just not being able to move freely. As most of y'all know, I'm a caregiver for my father, so you know we have to go to dialysis 3 times a week, so I get to, you know, kind of go out there. But I'm a person who likes to wander. You know, I like to just kind of drive and go somewhere, you know, just clear my mind. And we're out here in the sticks, like we're out here in the country, so it also takes a while for things to kind of like really penetrate out here. And just the other day, I was just, you know, getting ready to go to Walmart. And that's when I saw this line of people like outside and, you know, them having to stand 6 feet apart. And I was just like, it's finally really, really gotten here. You know, like it was kind of jarring. I'm not going to lie, because in Charlotte, You miss driving? Yeah. Me too, friend. Um, I'm planning on rebelling today, just a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I again, I like to be at home. I like to be with my own company. That doesn't tend to bother me very much, but yeah, I was just really thinking yesterday, like, whew, like this is enough. Like, I'm really ready to kind of see some people and visit, and I'll kind of get into some of the simple things that I'm missing, and maybe give you guys a chance to explore. Feel free to comment, ask me questions, and tell me what you're missing too, because it's the simplest things. It's not even like big stuff, but okay. So, and I think too that as a person who can be really empathetic, to other people, I'm starting to feel the effects of how it's affecting other people too. I think that we're all, doing really well. I will admit, I think we're doing really well with trying to manage and trying to shift. But people, even again, down to our entertainers, you want a massage? What about in home? Because I don't live with my lover. I'm gonna call my lover. I don't live with my lover, so I'm definitely missing him. But I tend to wonder, like people who are married and at home with, people who are in their relationship with, I just kind of wonder what that experience is like. Seeing other human faces besides my own, yes, and even on these lives, it has leveled the playing field in such a way that it's not like everybody's boring now, but it kind of is. It's like, I miss even being able to live vicariously, through some of the other people's traveling, through some of the celebrities and everything they had. Good morning. Everything they are doing, like we don't get to, good morning. We don't get to live vicariously through them right now. Like everybody's at home cooking. I did a little DIY project the other day that I shared on my Joy Taught Me page. Feel free to follow that. But I made a little hat rack, but it's like, how much DIY and stuff can we do? Like we want to get out. I want to just be able to take a selfie somewhere else, besides in my freaking house. So I feel you on that, sis. I definitely feel you on that. Our lives, lifestyles, and way of living have been completely disrupted. And again, even the way that, people are working. Good morning. A lot of that has shifted. And excuse me, a young lady, I don't have it. A young lady asked yesterday, she was like, when are things going to get back to normal? And do we know if that's ever going to happen again? I don't know if we will ever. We definitely have to shift to a new normal now. Not saying that things will always be this way, but life has officially shifted and changed. We're never going to forget about this. And just like somebody was comparing it to 9/11 and how it changed our lives forever, with the airports and everything, with the amount of deaths, I think the number had just exceeded what happened with 9/11. And it affected, our whole life. So, will we ever be able to not think about our health and not think about this level of contagiousness? Like literally, me and my dad were joking yesterday, like, okay, what if they just get on the news today and like, okay, it's over. Y'all good. You can go outside. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Are we really gonna feel okay with that? Like we really just Maki Dada, like again, just that quickly. Like our whole emotional selves have been shifted by this. So, and do we even really trust, everything that's being reported? I put a post up yesterday with David Banner saying a lot of things that I agree with. But the government ain't never cared about us. I mean, that's evident now. We get to really see it, in real time with decisions that are being made. But we have to care about ourselves. I say that all the time. All the time. So, yeah. I was just saying, yeah. And honestly, not sure that, what normal will ever be again in the future. What does that look like? And that's not particularly scary. It's just that we know that it's not going to return back to normalcy. It's not going to return back to what we know. So we all have to kind of wait and see. How's life going to shift? How are we going to move back into another flow? Our economy. I mean, all the businesses that have been affected, it is just kind of mind-blowing. But we are seeing that people are surviving. I don't want David Banner to do any more videos unless he's gonna have his shirt off. Look, David Banner fine. He is fine. I ain't gonna. Woo, that's a fine man. And just his brain is like on another. So yes, I agree. I wanted to keep doing videos, but yeah, he fine. So again, share with me some of the simple things that you are missing. I will share with you some of mine. Just sitting in a restaurant. Again, I'm not a super social person, believe it or not. Not in person anyway. I'm an introvert, but my love language is quality time. And so I just miss being able to go to the restaurant and sit down and have a meal, kind of people watch and have somebody serve you and just bring you the glass. I mean, I love to cook too, and I definitely do cook, but sometimes it just takes a little wind out of it. Good morning. To have to do it all yourself and then to clean it up and everything. So I miss just being able to sit in restaurants and eat my food and take my time and have a little time away from the house. I miss pedicures and manicures, going to get my nails done, just, going through the racks and choosing my color with the little accents and the whole nine. I miss that. I miss browsing and shopping. Good morning. And I mean, not that I'm even going to buy anything, but again, I like to wander. I like to go to new places and just kind of see what's going on. Just browse, and touch things and feel the textures. I miss that. Because right now, you don't want to touch nothing. You don't want to touch nothing. Getting coffee from the bakery downtown on the way to work. Yeah, man. And again, some of these places are open, and again, I do try to patronize a lot of these small businesses that are taking the risk. But yeah, I miss that too. Just being able to sit in a cafe, in the sun and just chill, man. Yes, I miss that. The museums, the art shows, festivals. Like, when are we gonna be able to do that again? There's an event that I love to go to every year, House in the Park in Atlanta. Mr. Salon and Barbershop Conversations. Yes. I mean, because, again, I think it's the live music. It's been beautiful to see, these artists shift things to online. But, again, we just also have that moment to really appreciate, what they've been bringing to us live and the opportunities that we get to commune and share that together. I miss that, and I definitely will appreciate it more now because, again, I am an introvert myself and I naturally kind of like to do things alone. But yeah, now I really do. I want to grab a friend and come on, girl. Let's go and do something. So I am excited to see how, whenever we can, infuse with society again, how we can, infuse with society again, 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 infuse it's going to be a spike. Is it not? Like, people are going to be wanting to do some stuff. And hopefully, you know, really patronize and support some of these artists, these businesses. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. I miss just being in the presence of my lover, my friends, my family. You know, again, it's one thing to talk on the phone and text and, you know, FaceTime and all that. But just to be able to hug, you know, and kiss and love on people and just be in their presence. I definitely miss that. Yeah. And we don't know how long. Both of my parents, unfortunately, have lost friends in last week, like literally last week. And it's not funny at all. I have a really weird sense of humor, but because my dad's like, he got the corona. I'm like, you don't know that. They did not say that for sure. Because my parents are older, you know, old age. Things are still happening, you know, outside of coronavirus. You know, people are passing away. And again, this thing has shifted everything in life. What? People aren't able to gather for funerals, you know, these graduations. Like, again, how will we ever get back to normal? Some people's lives have been just completely shifted. They're not able to commune for graduations and proms and, you know, like all these things. So anyway, and funerals, you know, is a big one too. Good morning, welcome. And so yeah, my parents have both lost friends. My dad, of course, neither one of my parents are very outwardly emotional. I've had to kind of learn to do all this emotional stuff on my own, which I think has made me kind of overly emotional. But anyway, but I can tell they've really been affected. You know, my mom is super paranoid. You know, she and her husband don't leave the house at all. You know, just got a little Palo Santo here. They don't leave the house at all, which I don't blame them. Again, no judgment from me whatsoever on how anybody is choosing to deal with this, because it's something we've never dealt with before. So I don't judge them, but my dad and I, again, we have to go out. You know, we still kind of joke around and we take it as lightly as we can, in terms of just emotionally, you know, not allowing fear to just kind of penetrate us and rule our whole life. Because again, my dad has enough health issues and things to worry about. But he was just saying that his friend was a childhood friend of his that passed away. And, you know, he was like, man, you know, we had plans to get together. And, you know, my point of sharing all this is that when we do get an opportunity, again, to get out here and live our lives, we can't take that for granted. You know, we can't keep putting things off. I think that, agreed, thank you. Yeah. We can't keep putting it off. I think this gives us a beautiful opportunity to really sit here and think, how do we want to live the rest of our life? What do we want to do? And make plans to do it. Make plans to get together. A crazy part of me is like, maybe I should go out and try to catch it now while they have some ventilators. Again, the crazy part, right? Again, the thoughts are wild. Tia, wild thoughts. I mean, that's what we're doing here. No judgment on that. I mean, I'm the one who's always said, like, if I'm gonna get it, if I'm gonna die tomorrow, I don't plan to sit here and live in fear today. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna go dive into the coronavirus, you know, but I also don't believe in allowing the fear to penetrate me to the point where I cannot enjoy these simple things. And the reality is, and even the point of me sharing my parents' friends passing away, is that death is around the corner. We don't. Tomorrow is promised to no one. I always say that. It's not promised. So, how do we live? How do we live? I think that's what's most important to really try to focus on and reflect and just be in the moment, as much as we possibly can, and embrace it and enjoy it. And just, I always say, life happens. You have to find the beauty. There's always going to be some shit. Exactly. Be brave enough to move despite fear. Have to. And God is in control, If we believe we are spiritual people, those of us who are believers, God is in control. He don't have us here to just sit here. He didn't give us a spirit of fear. So, I'm going to share my wild thought of the day. And this is something I wrote like a year ago. Good morning. It says, I have no words for war and no time to dwell on fear. Let's do as much as we can and love as hard as we can today. It has never been more evident that tomorrow is not promised. Let your life be a prayer. Thank you. Found the beauty. You like it. Let your life be a prayer. And what I mean by that is, we do so many ritualistic things. Again, we had a lot of habits and a lot of things that we just would do routinely. But your life is a manifestation of God wanting you to be here. The way you live it, literally appreciating every single bite you take and person you talk to, and flower that you get to notice, and the breezes and the butterflies, live your life, dude. Live your life. You don't have to sit here fearing who's accepting of it and approving of it, and what the picture looks like. And I get up here every Tuesday, God willing, to share no matter what, with these bags in my eyes and all that. We have to live our life and let that be the testimony, to being able to push through all of this. And so when we get on the other side, I just hope, my goal for today is for everybody to really reflect on these little things that we are missing, but in a way of, how do I really infuse that into whenever I am able to, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with this time? It's very precious. Again, my parents have lost people, and that time it's not available anymore. So it's a gift. It is truly a gift. And let's recognize it as so. I'm not preaching. I'm just encouraging, hopefully empowering us to think a little differently. That our life is forever changed, and it can be in a way that serves us and others, best. So who we gonna hug? Who we gonna love on? Who are we gonna spend some time with? Where are we gonna go? What businesses are we gonna support? Let's think about that. Wild thoughts. Let's do some crazy stuff too. Let's take some risks. Let's live on the edge. Clearly, doom and gloom and death is right outside today without you, hang gliding or whatever the hell you want to do. Take the chances, make the plans, do it. Write it, journal it. Do it for yourself. So, I had a post that I put up earlier, and they took it down saying that it was explicit content or something like that. But I have a post coming that just kind of reflects some of those simple things that I like, the simple things that I'm missing. That's what I meant to say. I've started now by showing gratitude for the past experiences, current experiences, and experiences to come. Beautiful. Beautiful. Continue to do so, my love. I'll be doing so myself. And so I will say this before I head out. I am working on a way for us all to continue the conversation after Tea and Wild Thoughts, in that we can all literally join in and see each other and talk. I don't know if you guys have the House Party app. I'll be sending the information out, so if you're interested in, it's kind of like a little after party, so I can see y'all's faces and we can really chat, and maybe you can have, a few minutes to kind of think about some of the things I've said, and you can give me your feedback. And because, again, the goal at some point is for us to really join in and have the conversation in person again, so we can hug and chat and cry and whatever we need to do. So I'm working on that. That is coming. That'll be the next step. And so I welcome you guys to doing that. Check out the self-care store, www.justjoy.store. The link is in my bio. Check out my YouTube. I got all kinds of stuff. Enjoy your day. Thank you. I love conversation. Like I said, quality time is my love language. So I love y'all. And I, of course, want you to stay safe. Of course, wishing you good health and all these good things. But also just really trying to allow everybody to process and be human. Because this is affecting me too. I'm all about positivity, but I have my moments where I want to get the fuck out of here. And do some different stuff. And just be in... do some of the things I used to do. It's perfectly normal, human, to be feeling all kinds of ways throughout this. So, do what you gotta do. Do what you feel, what you gotta feel. Just don't project it on nobody. Write that shit down or something. So, love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Tea and Wild Thoughts. It's your girl, the beauty influencer. Peace.